Hello Vavers, you're watching YouTube channel USA News Alert. Breaking news. Terrified Comey and Brennan trade blame for witch hunt as Bill Barr closes in. The rats are officially fleeing the sinking ship that is the Russian hoax. The two architects or henchmen carrying out orders from above are not desperate to distance themselves from the deed as Bill Barr closes in on both. The truth will come out, eventually, as all things do, and then it will be lights out for the deep state. From Breitbart, disgraced ex-FBI Director James Comey, former CIA Director turned anti-Trump activist John Brennan and former Director of National Intelligence and Trump critic James Clapper are the subjects of a dispute over which top Obama administration officials advocated for the infamous Steele dossier to be utilized as evidence in the Russia collusion investigation. The argument erupted into the open with a Brennan surrogate being quoted in the news media opposing Comey not long after Attorney General William Barr appointed a U.S. attorney to investigate the origins of the Russia collusion claims. The fiasco was kicked into high gear after Fox News cited sources familiar with the records pointing to an email chain from late 2016 showing Comey allegedly telling FBI employees that it was Brennan who insisted that the anti-Trump dossier be included in a January 6, 2017 U.S. intelligence community report, known as the IC, assessing Russian interference efforts. A former CIA official, clearly defending Brennan, shot back at the assertion, instead claiming that it was Brennan and Clapper who opposed a purported push by Comey to include the dossier charges in the IC. The dossier was also cited as evidence in 3 successful FISA applications signed by Comey to obtain warrants to spy on Trump campaign advisor Carter Page. The first was signed in October 2016. The second and third were renewal applications since a FISA warrant must be renewed every 90 days. The dossier, authored by former British spy Christopher Steele, was produced by the controversial Fusion GPS firm. Fusion was paid for the dossier work by Trump's main political opponents, namely Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee, DNC, via the Perkins Coie law firm. Former Director Brennan, along with former Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, are the ones who opposed James Comey's recommendation that the Steele dossier be included in the intelligence report, the official told Fox News. They opposed this because the dossier was in no way used to develop the IC, the official added. The intelligence analysts didn't include it when they were doing their work because it wasn't corroborated intelligence. Therefore it wasn't used and it wasn't included. Brennan and Clapper prevented it from being added into the official assessment. James Comey then decided on his own to brief Trump about the document. The official was addressing the reported email from Comey fingering Brennan as insisting that the dossier be utilized in the IC report on Russian interference. Discussing the issue during a segment on Fox News, former GOP Representative Thregoody said on The Story with Martha McCallum that Comey has a better argument than Brennan, based on what I've seen.